that he was going to be relieved of his duties as our head basketball coach. Days like this are not fun. They're the worst part of my job, particularly when you have to deal with a guy that's a friend and a great LSU person. I feel bad that it's ended this way, but I felt like the direction of the program, we needed a change. We're all about excellence and competing for championships, and we weren't going in that direction. So I wish Johnny the best, and we'll be moving forward with a search right immediately. It'll have to take some time, though, because most of the people that we'll talk to will be playing in postseason play, and they're not going to really talk to us a whole lot while they're playing. So we'll do our work, we'll do our diligence, we'll be talking to agents, and we'll be looking for the best candidate to get us to a situation where we're in the NCAA tournament and postseason play on a regular basis. So that's where we are. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have right now.
Joe, you mentioned the program is not headed in the right direction in terms of pursuing championships. At what point over the past year or 2 years did you think it started going in the wrong direction?
Well, obviously, last year was not. Last year did not come up to our expectations, and this year, when you lose 19 out of 21 games, that's pretty obvious. So, I think the past 2 years have been a bit of a disappointment.
Joe, I guess some fans are wondering what kind of financial commitment is LSU willing to make to basketball and to really go out and to make the sport important again?
Well, that's a good question, but it's going to depend on who we hire. We're going to, I think my track record is that I'm going to pay people compensatory to what their experience is and what they bring to the table. So it'll depend on who we hire, how much we're going to pay them.
Joe, up front, what are some of the qualifications that you're going to look for in the next guy, and what have you learned from the first two hires with Trent and with Johnny?
Well, I learned that the word fit is a joke. Okay, fit. What's a fit? If you looked at Johnny Jones, you think he would be the perfect fit. Okay, I'm looking for someone who's a proven winner, someone that has won at and has experience in the business, and that can bring enthusiasm and passion to the program. Not to saying that Johnny didn't do that, but it just didn't work out. This is kind of like a marriage. There's a lot of marriages that when they start, you think, oh, it's a perfect marriage, but they don't work out. And that's all this is. It's not someone's a good guy or a bad guy. It just didn't work out. And so what I'm looking for is someone who's a proven winner. That's what I'm looking for.
Joe, back here in the back, why wait until the end of the season to make this move?
That's the appropriate thing to do in this case. It was the appropriate thing to do. Who knows? Maybe he would have won the SEC championship, and that just started in Nashville. You wait to the end of the season. That's the right thing to do.
Another question for me. Why would a coach at a major program leave to come to LSU? Why is this job so attractive?
Because this is LSU. This is a great place, and the potential here is phenomenal. And I really feel confident that we'll get a very good coach here.
Joe, a year ago when they decided to turn down the NIT and not play in that, did you consider any kind of move at that point, and what did that kind of play in kind of dooming Johnny moving forward into this year?
Oh, I didn't I mean, that was a decision that Coach wanted. He didn't think we should play in the game, and I wasn't going to force him to play in the game, and that was just, I guess, part of the disappointment of last year also.
Joe, up front again, how will you search for this coach? Will you hire a search committee? Will you have people on your staff? Will you spearhead it again?
I'll spearhead it. We are in consultation with a search firm, and members of my staff will be heavily involved. I think we'll probably do it very similarly to the way we did the football search. I think it'll be a very similar situation.
Joe, up front, have you talked to the assistants yet? What is the status of Coach Jones' 3 assistants?
They have been dismissed also.